Hello, good morning all. Welcome to our next class. Today we are discussing a new chapter. Chapter name is force. The previous chapters we are discussing different topics, and in this chapter we are discussing full of force, different types of force and what is force, and some other related topics based on force. So the name of the chapter is force. Do you know what is force? Will you experience force in your daily life? Okay, let's discuss about what is force. For understanding what is force, we have some slides with images. So first of all, we want to see that images to discussing about force. So observe each of these figures. We can see different situations. The first figure, a juice container is changing its shape, and in another image a man is pulling a bullock cart, and in the third figure a boy who plays football, and in a figure we can see that three containers having liquid and a piston. When a pressing of the piston makes changing the volume of each of the containers. And in another two figures, a ball is changing its shape when it shut with a wall. And vehicles that changing its speed when it moves through roads. So we have so many examples. These all examples are basing the concept force. So let's we discuss about what is force through these figures. Okay. In each of these figures, we can see that there is something changes. In the first figure, the change is the shape of the container. And in the second, there is a change of position. A ball is in rest. When we shut in that ball comes to another state. So the stage of the ball is changing in one figure. And in one, the volume is changing when we pressing on the liquid with a piston. And the shape of the ball is changing. The size of the ball is changing. There are some situations, and each of the situation having different changes. And each of this situation is connected with the force. Okay, in the first figure, we are applying force on the jar having a shape change. And in one case, we are throwing a ball, and that ball shedding on a wall, and it changed its shape. And when we apply some force to some water or liquid that is taking in a jar or a container, the volume of that is changing. So all of these are basing a given force. So we can guess that force can be changed something. In some cases, it may be changing the size, or some cases it may be changing the shape, or some cases it may be changing the volume or state of motion of one body. So force is a concept that changing something. So basically, force having an action that changing something of an object. Maybe it's a state or volume or shape or anything. So next we want to define what is force. So we can see the slide, and we have to define what is a force. Force is that which changes or tends to change the shape, size, volume, state of rest or state of motion of a body. We are describing that force changing something, and here we defining what is force. It can change shape, size, volume, state of rest or motion. So force is a concept or a quantity, a physical quantity. This changes or tends to change the shape, size, volume, shape, size, volume, state of rest or state of motion. So when we apply a force to a container, it's changing the shape based on the amount of force or strength of force. When we are applying a small amount of force, the changing shape is very small. The strength of the force comes to higher, the shape changing is higher. So the changing something is based on the strength of the force we are applying. A force having a unit that is Newton, and the Newton is the unit and it is the fundamental unit and it's denoted the letter N. This is we are describing in the chapter that dealing the derived units and fundamental units. So for Newton is the unit of force and its symbol is N. And we are discussing that force is changing something and that changing something is basing the strength of the force applied here and we denoting the unit Newton and the symbol is N and it is a fundamental unit. Okay, and in daily life we have different types of forces. There are so many incidents or daily life situations that dealing with the force. So let's discuss about what is the two types of forces on the basis of touching an object. That is, we are saying that when we apply a force on an object, this having a change of shape or another. When we taking a jar and applying a force to that jar, maybe its shape is changing to another form because here is a force is applied and here we are applying the force through our hands. So here is a touching on the object and the force applying portion. So this you having a contact with the object and the force experience. So the force experienced on this jar is contacting with that jar and that type of force is contact force. In daily life, there are so many situations that dealing contact force. When we throwing a ball, when we shooting a ball, or so many situations when we applying a force on a door that opens, and there are so many situations for contact force. And here are non-contact force in here. For example, if we have a piece of magnet and a nail is here, this is a U-shaped magnet having north and south pole. And we have some nails or paper pins. When we putting that nail or paper pin near to the magnet, there is a force is experienced. The result of that force, that U magnet or any magnet that is attracting the iron piece or the piece. Here is a force, but that is non-conducting force. Magnetic force in a magnet that attracting some magnetic materials. And here is a force that is non-conducting force because here we only putting one magnet piece and in other side we are putting a paper pin. But the force experienced around a magnet is high and it is attracting to that pin. So here is a non-contact force is experiencing. Okay. And another example of non-contact force is when a mango is falling from a mango tree and is coconut is falling from coconut tree, there is no contact with the earth and the mango on the tree, but the mango is falling down to earth because there is a force, earth centrifugal force, force of attraction, that gravitational force that is make the mango that fall into the earth. But there is no contact with the earth and mango. So this is a non-contact force. When we apply a force on touching an object, there is a contact with that object. So that type of force is contact force. And a force is experiencing without contact, and that type of force is non-contacting force. So let's discuss some examples through slide. Contact force and non-contact force. The force applied by the contact between objects is contact force. The force applied on an object without contact on it is non-contact force. So we can see the examples for contact force and non-contact force in this slide. The first figure, that girl is touching on that board for pushing that board. And in the second case, here are a U magnet and a nail, and it's connecting without any contact. Okay, when the magnet is experiencing a force around its magnetic field, so when we put in a nail into its magnetic field, it is attracting. So there is a non-contact attraction between the nail and the U magnet. And in the last figure, we can see that there is a mango. So there is a fruit in that tree, and that is comes falling on the earth. And there is a non-contact force. So the force applied by the contact between object is contact force. The force applied on an object without contact on it is non-contact force. Okay, I think all of you understand about what is contact force and what is non-contact force. So we are discussing the two types of force, that are contact force and non-contact force. And here are another types of forces. Contact force and non-contact force. And another type of force is that frictional force. What is frictional force? Can you hear about frictional force or friction? In some daily life situations, we can see that friction. We have a bicycle and this having some trouble to moving with smoothly. Its tire having some problem to moving perfectly. So when we adding some oils to its chain for moving smoothly. So here we adding a lubricant to lowering the force experiencing here. That is, there is an opposite force between the layers of the chains. There are two surfaces, and that two surfaces having a force between this. Against that motion of these two surfaces, there is an opposite force. That opposite force makes some troubles or problems for the smooth movement of the two surfaces. So here is the force, that is frictional force. So when we adding some lubricants or others to minimizing or lowering the frictional force. In some cases, friction is needed or it is useful. In other cases, it makes some problems. So we have to discuss the slide. What is the frictional force? Frictional force, when a body moves or tends to move on the surface of another body, a force is experienced parallel to the surface which opposes the relative motion between them. This is friction. Okay. There are two bodies. One body is moving on the surface of another body. There is a opposite force between the parallel lines of the surface of that two bodies. That opposite force is frictional force. Okay. And we have to discussing more about friction. That is when we rolling a ball through a surface, that surface having some heights and lowerings. Okay. And through there, a ball is not moving smoothly. They're having some problems because there is some heights, some stones. So the smooth movement of the ball is not occur in there because the ground having some stones and others. So they're having two surfaces are contacting, the stone and the surface of the ball. And the ball is moving on the surface of that ground. There is a opposite force that is between the parallel lines of the two surfaces. That opposite forces make some problem. Make some difficulty to the smooth movement of that ball. So here is the force that is friction. So friction is the force that acting the parallel surface of two objects that are in moving and that are in contact. So this types of force is frictional force. When we reducing frictional force through adding some lubricants. Such friction reducing one situation is when we adding some oils to chain of a bicycle. Okay, so I think all of you understand what is a frictional force. And we have some types of friction, that is sliding friction and rolling friction. In sliding friction, this sliding friction and rolling friction are the two types of friction. The difference between the sliding and rolling friction is when two bodies are slide over one another. One body is sliding over one another body. Here is a opposite force between that two bodies is the frictional force. And in rolling friction, two bodies are contact and one body is rolling to another one. So the force experiencing here is rolling friction. The way of moving, here differencing the friction. The basic of the way of moving is the sliding movement between these two bodies. There is a friction, that is sliding friction, and two bodies that are in rolling wave, and that friction is rolling friction. For an example, there is a slope and a ball is sliding through this slope. Here is a friction with the surface of the ball and the sliding material. That type of friction experiencing here, that types of force experiencing between the sliding object through this sliding path. Here is a friction occurs, that is sliding friction. When in case rolling, a body is rolling through a ground. A ball is rolling through a ground. One body is rolling through another body. So here a force is experiencing opposite to the rolling of the body or the surface parallel to each other. That friction is rolling friction. So the way the moving of one object to another object, that is basing the types of friction, that is sliding friction and rolling friction. So today we are discussing about what is force, what is the different types of force, and what is frictional force and its type. So force is a physical quantity and it makes to change or tends to change the shape, size, volume or state of rest or state of motion of a body. It is depending on the strength of the force applying on the body. And the unit of force is Newton, and it is a fundamental unit, and this is denoting the letter N. And there are two types of forces, that is contact force and non-contact force. When two bodies are in contact, when experiencing there is a force, that force is contact force. When two bodies experiencing a force without contacting, and that types of force is non-contact force. And there is frictional force, that is when two bodies are in contact and movement, the layers between the two surfaces of the bodies having in parallel condition, and there is a opposite force acting between the two parallel lines, and that types of force is opposite force is frictional force. And there are two types of frictional force, that is sliding friction and rolling friction. When one body is sliding over another body, that types of friction is sliding friction. And one body is rolling over another surface, and the opposite force experiencing parallel to the surface of the two bodies is rolling friction. So I think all of you understand about what is force, contact force and non-contact force, frictional force and the types of friction, sliding friction and rolling friction. And when we adding some lubricants to reducing the frictional force, oil is an example of such type of lubricant. And in some daily life experience, sliding friction and rolling friction is occur, and in sometimes it is helpful or needed, or in other situation it makes some problems. Okay, I think all of you understand what is the discussed topics today, and this is all over today's class. Thanks.